What's up, guys? Kimus here from Meanwhile the Man Cave, and we take a look at all things pop culture, games, toys, or anything we think is cool. And today, we are taking a look at the Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse, Kilowog, and Kyle Rayner Green Lantern 2-pack. Kilowog first appeared in Green Lantern Corps number 201 in June of 1986 and was created by Joe Staton and Steve Englehart. Kilowog is an alien life form from the planet Bolavax Vic, one of the most densely populated planets in the universe, with over 16 billion inhabitants that shared a kind of communal mind. On his planet, Kilowog was a geneticist and one of the most brilliant minds on his planet. After the death of the Green Lantern Branwilla of his sector of space died, he was recruited to become the sector's new Green Lantern. Kilowog was then trained by the Green Lantern Army, whose appearance and name were based on the drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket, R. Lee Ermey. During a training mission, Ermey, Kilowog, and the other rookies helped rescue a group of other lanterns, including the future villain that would be responsible for the death of Kilowog's entire species, Sinestro. Ermey ended up being fatally wounded on this mission, and after his death, Kilowog was given the role of training all new Green Lantern recruits, including the most famous Green Lantern of all, Hal Jordan. All right, let's start off by looking at this box. This is a pretty big box that these guys come in because this is a pretty big character in the package. We'll give you some measurements once we get out of here. Not much to see on the box. Title of the characters on the side, and a little bit of artwork on the back of Kilowog and Kyle Rayner. So let's stop wasting time on this box. Let's bust Kilowog and Kyle Rayner out of this cardboard prison. All right, inside of the box, it's a cool backdrop, a couple collector's cards, a couple figure stands, and a little space backdrop with Oa in the background. Okay, a brief overview of what you're going to get in the package here. You've got a giant Kilowog power battery here. You've got Kilowog's got like a Warhammer down behind there. See it down here. An extra hand for Kyle. 2 construct swords, some armor, and Kyle Rayner's power battery. So let's get a closer look. Starting off, you've got some construct like samurai armor. Green Lantern symbol on it. Of course, it's translucent. Pretty cool. And here we have Kyle's power battery. Looks nice enough. And Kilowog's power battery. A little bit of a size difference there, but the Kilowog's a lot bigger figure. Cool that they gave him a big power battery and a large sword. And a smaller sword, like you get in the cocktails at the bar. And a big old jumbo Kilowog Warhammer. For him to lay down some interstellar law. And Kyle's extra hand, the ring on it, with an opened, kind of closed hand. I mean, opened hand here for holding his weapons. All right, Kyle, the Green Lantern himself here. He looks pretty good. Got the textured outfit here, which is nice. Paint scheme's pretty decent. Like the boots. And the Green Lantern symbol. So let's start off with his articulation here. We've got the angling of the head. I like that. Of course, got your left and right motion. Tilting forward. And not a whole ton back. I just wish they would incorporate a double, joint up here at the neck, so you could tilt his head back further if you wanted to have him in a flight, pose. So, lateral movement here, as well as the forward and back. You've got your joint between the shoulder and the bicep, as well as the McFarlane double elbow. Swivel here at the wrist, as well as a hinge for the angling of the wrist. Just make sure that hinge is lined up. Can sometimes be tricky, otherwise you'll end up breaking him. You've got a abdomen joint with very little crunch here. Moves a little bit. You can swivel it a bit there. To me, that'll throw off this design, so I probably won't utilize that so much. Do have the waist joint, though. And down here at the hips, lateral movement, as well as a little bit of swivel there. If you want to angle that foot slightly. Double knee joint. And here at the foot, forward. Back. You could also angle that foot, which is nice, and you have a toe joint. That should be the same on the other side. We're going to show you Kilowog now, and then we're going to get these guys into some poses. All right. To me, this is the guy that's the main event for this figure set. Kilowog. This is a massive figure. He comes in at just under 9.5 inches tall, which is perfect. He is a big character. Like the outfit. Looks really good. Character feels very substantial. He's pretty heavy. Do like the textures and everything on this and the colors. Now we're going to start off with the articulation on here. You get your normal left and right motion. Got some tilting there. Not much forward and back though for the tilting though. This is about the range that you're going to get. Not a whole lot. Head does feel like it's made out of a different material than the rest of it. It is light compared to the rest of the body. Here at the shoulders, lateral movement. Forward and back moves freely. You've got your bicep and shoulder joint and a single elbow joint here. A little unusual for McFarlane, but it is a single elbow joint. I don't think that'll be a problem though. Swiveling with the wrist, and there is a hinge to angle that as well. Now, he has an abdomen joint. His abdomen joint is more active than Kyle's. You can tilt him quite a ways back. There is no design there to mess up if you're swiveling that either. So that abdomen joint is very useful. He also has a waist joint. So his articulation is really good through this whole section. Down here at his leg, you've got your lateral movement there. There doesn't seem to be any swiveling though, like there is on Kyle. You can't swivel that hip at all. There is a double knee joint. Moves freely there. Where this would be a great place to put a joint, they did not put one there. He doesn't move at all, which is unfortunate because then you could just angle that foot more and it's a perfect place to hide a joint, but that doesn't work. Angling the foot forward and back. There is no swiveling for the ankle, but you can swivel the foot slightly, not a whole lot. And you've got your toe joint. So this should be the same on the other side for this character. Let's see how all this comes into play when we pose him. Okay, so here are the guys right here. I really like how they look. One of the best things though is the height differential here. They did a perfect size for Kilowog here. I think it works really well. He is almost a mega fig. In fact, he probably is the size of some of the McFarlane mega figs. So that kind of like justifies the price difference on this set versus some of the other sets. Got a decent amount of accessories. I would have liked if they'd included a swappable head for Kyle. I would like to swap it out so he doesn't have the smirking head face. I think that's like the same kind of smirk he had on his face in the Blackest Night version that came out a while back. So it would have been nice to be able to swap that out. But overall, I like both the figures. They're both really cool. Colors are really nice. The uniform's done well. The articulation on Kilowog is really nice, especially for a large figure like that. The only way they could have improved that is probably putting a swivel boot joint on there, so you could have positioned his foot a little differently. As you can see, I have Kyle on a flight stand. It didn't come with one, but this figure really should have. Any Green Lantern figure should have a flight stand outside of Kilowog. I would understand why he doesn't have one. But if you have any Hot Toys figures or some larger scale figures with flight stands, you can put one on him. I have some Hot Toys figures, and I'm going to show you what it looks like in one of those flight stands. It works really well with him. So here he is on that flight stand. Looks really cool. So if you have one, try it out with him. It works really well. Otherwise, you could probably hang him with some string or something. Bottom line, I really like these figures. And if you're a Green Lantern fan, I think you will too. So if you see it out there in the wild, pick it up. And I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. And please, if you can, give us a like and subscribe. It helps others find our videos. And tune in every Tuesday at 9 a.m. for a brand new episode of Meanwhile in the Man Cave. I'll talk to you guys later.